Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. The fifth Nama in Lalita Sahasranama is Devakaryasamudyatayi. This is also a 8-letter word as per the Sanskrit literature. If any person or a devotee would like to chant Lalita Mata with this Nama, they should chant it as Om Devakaryasamudyatayi Namah. Om Devakaryasamudyatayi Namah. Om Devakaryasamudyatayi Namah. Let's see the meaning of each word and how the interpretation was given by author Dr. GLN Shastri garu. Devakaryasamudyata. Deva means for the devas or of the devas. Karyam, for their work. Samudyata. Lalita Mata manifested for the work of deities, or she incarnated in order to fulfill the wishes of the deities or the gods. She incarnated from the Chidrupini in order to help deities in their work fulfillment. Let's see the deeper meanings, how it has been described. Once upon a time, there was a person named Kamudu. We also call him as Mara or Manmatha. He was burnt by Lord Shiva and turned into ashes. We know Shanmukotpatti or Skandotpatti in Ramayana. There you will get to know like how Manmatha was burnt into ashes by the Rudra when he tried to put that Pushpa banas on Shiva. So that time, Smara or Manmada or Kamudu, he was burnt into ashes. At that time, an artist named called Ganesha, he saw those ashes and made a man in a strange form with those ashes which were fell down. Brahma saw those ashes which were turned into a male form. He saw that male form and called him as Panda. Panda. From then onwards, the male form that was incarnated or developed from those ashes of Manmatha became famous as Bhanda. Because he was taken the form that was given by that artist Ganesha, and which the ashes that were formed or the bhasma that was formed from Rudra Kopagni, he was having a great strength because from the Rudra Kopagni, right, those ashes came and that ashes has been turned into a form of a male form called Banda. Because such a power Rudra Kopagni is having. Because of that, this Banda is also having great strength with Raudra Pravritti. Because he came from the Raudra Kopagni, the ashes that formed because of the Rudra Kopagni. So with this Raudra Pravritti, he became so fierce and started doing all the demonic deeds which are not beneficial to this world, which are harmful to this Srishti. At that time, even the Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, could not able to do any kind of tribulation and fell into various situations. And finally, they sought the help of Lalita Parameshwari for a solution, and they performed a big homam in order to get the blessings of Lalita Mata. To solve the problems of the gods and to fulfill their work and their desires, since the Lalita Mata emerged from the Chidagni Kunda. Because of that, we are calling Lalita Mata with this fifth Nama called Devakaryasamudyatayi. The second way how it is interpreted means there were demons in the past, right? Mahishasura, Vrittasura, such demons. It was described about another demon called Mahishasura was troubling the deities. That Mahishasura was killed by Lalita Mata. If many such demons were troubling deities many a times, then Mother appeared to punish them, and even now she appears to punish those demons and continue the God's work for this srishti which is needed to continue as usual. Hence, Lalita Mata is also called as Devakaryasamudyatayi. For example, if you take an organization or a state, whenever there are some irregularities or some disturbances that are occurring in that particular state or the organization, we always see that the owner of the organization or owner of the state or certain highest officials of that particular state takes actions to punish those who are responsible for those irregularities or the troubles that are created in that organization and ensure that the activities of the organization or the state continue as usual. Similarly, here Lalita Mata, the goddess who runs this entire creation, appears to rectify the work of the gods, the challenges that they are facing, and supports the gods and fulfilled the needs of gods. Because of that, also we are calling as Devakarya Samudyata. If, for example, we see this physical creation, whatever that we see was formed, it is actually formed when the souls which are inside us, we are nothing but the souls who have these bodies, right? So when the souls, which are the elements of this supreme power soul, these were manifested physically. The soul has been manifested physically with the three gunas called the three qualities sattva rajas tamo gunas, and having a form like I'm so and so, I have this sort of features, and with a name like I'm so and so Vishnu Priya or so and so I'm so and so. So with this sort of trigunas having a name or a form, the souls has manifested physically. That means here the Grihastha has created this house called body for himself to live inside. Even if a person does not have a house of his own, he can remain to be as a householder or a tenant by renting a house. Similarly, one should know that the soul is always existing, even when one does not have a body or having a body. That means Atma or soul is a stable or absolute, the body is variable or relative. This sort of knowledge, the self knowledge that arises when we are influenced by the feelings that are connected to the God or the Lalita Mata or the knowledge. If at all the feelings of ignorance, pride, or lust or anger increases, this self realization or the knowledge is lost. That means, and the materialism that it is connected to these physical things will explode in us. Here, you should always interrelate that the feelings that are related to the self realization or the knowledge or gods. If the ignorant Rakshasa qualities or the predominance of these ignorant Rakshasas qualities increases, the efforts of deities, that is, the knowledge related feelings, has to come and will try to hinder that ignorance qualities. Then Mother, Lalita Mata, who is Chidrupini, who is the collective form of the self realization or the knowledge related to the feelings, will emerge from the Chidagni Kunda, which is the Jnana form, and dispels the darkness of the ignorance and kindle the flame of knowledge. For example, just if we light a lamp at the night in home to bring that light in the darkness, we should understand that the emergence of goddess for the sake of this particular divine work. in order to protect us from that ignorant qualities and light the knowledge that it is needed. In the Brahmanda Purana, this sort of Bhandasura Vadha, the gross story, should be read in the same way and understood the subtle spiritual meaning in the similar fashion. Asuras are nothing but the ignorant qualities which are there inside any living being. Deities or the gods or suras, it means the self realization sort of knowledge that you have inside you, which is created by the Lalita Mata. And as per the Vedas, it was said that Ajamva, Meshamva, Mahishamapi, Marjaramapi va. It does not it means that, it should not be understood in such a way that Ajam, goat, Ajam, sheep, Mesham, goat, Mahisham, bull, Marjaram, cat. Sacrificing these animals, a sheep, a goat, a bull, a cat, it's not the sacrifice of those animals. Rather than that, we should understand that we should sacrifice the sheep, that which is a symbolic representation of the foolishness inside any living being. The goat, especially to the human beings, the goat, that it is cowardice, that it is there inside you. The bull, that is a symbolic representation of moha. And cat, it is a symbolic representation of the foolishness. Similarly, there are demons, Vrittasura, Mahishasura. They are Bandasura. They are the ignorant qualities that are inside a human being, which is like lust, affection, and so on. We should always interrelate these various tendencies of asura pravrittis inside a human being as asuras, or like, the Bandasura, Mahishasura, or Vrittasura. If you are being very, attached towards so many things, it means inside you that Mahishasura is very predominant, and you have that lust to get whatever you want for, like Bandasura. That predominant quality of Bandasura, demonic quality inside you is being predominant there. That's where these sort of qualities will be killed or destroyed by Lalita Mata with the self realization or with the knowledge. In totality, the meaning of Devakaryasamudyata means because she emerged from the Chidagni Kunda in order to protect the gods, she is called as Devakaryasamudyata. Because she emerged in order to destroy the Mahishasura, Bandasura, Vrittasura named demons and protect the gods to continue their work as usual for this Srishti. Because of that, we are calling her as Devakaryasamudyata. We are calling her as Devakaryasamudyata because she is Chidrupini, who emerged to dispel the ignorant and tamoguna related qualities to the tendency towards the ignorance and to light the light of knowledge. And author also mentioned a benefit of chanting this particular nama from the application point of view. If any devotee or any disciple of gods or who prays to gods or Lalita Mata, if they would like to bring certain benefit by them to this particular world or society, or they would like to make themselves to be much useful to the society or the world, then they should always pray to Lalita Mata with this particular name as Om Devakaryasamudyatayi Namah. If they keep on chanting this particular nama with the blessings of Lalita Mata, their lives will be turned in such a way that they are going to be much beneficial to this society and beneficial for their own sake. एतत् सर्वं फलं श्री सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु।